Hi, I'm back. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. My name is June. Today I want to talk about sex and relationship. I love to talk about sex. Yes, I love to. I want to know on the matter of sex before marriage, commonly referred to as fornication. Is it morally wrong? Is it morally wrong to have sex before one gets married? It has to be either morally incorrect or legally incorrect. Which one of the sides are we going to pick? The side of morality or the side of legality? Which one? Which side are you on? Christianity, for me, is based on morality. Sexual intercourse, to me, as a Christian, is, whether you do or not do before marriage is a question of morality. And most persons consider the things that they feel or believe are immoral. That's where they say, oh, it is a sinful act. But I want to share my thought on the matter of sex before marriage and the pain of sex being the basis of a marriage. Stay with me. As we have known it to be, fornication is sex before marriage, and adultery is having sex. You've been married, so you're having sex with someone outside of the marriage. So one might be a fornicator, one might be an adulterer, or both might be adulterers. All right. In my mind, as one of the many guides for moral living, I believe that as with the other guides that we got, based on morality and things that will make us unhappy, the matter of fornication was not about, to me, being a sin, because I really don't know, outside of things being, morally accepted or not, whether I can say this is sin or that is not sin. The word sin, I have no interest in it at all. No, I don't. Whatever I do to make my neighbor uncomfortable or unhappy or to be feeling sad, that hurts. And that is why I think the commandments were given. Listen, if you follow these rules, then you will be happy. Your neighbors will be happy. These rules are the principle on which you must be guided if you should love your neighbor. If I love myself, then I would want to know that, okay, I am in a relationship with someone who also loves himself or herself. Yes, I would want to know that. So love for self first, and then love for your neighbor. If I love my neighbor and we are in a relationship, then it is for the common good. We are planning, we are doing everything together. Things that can hurt, because I can have my money, you have yours, we decide to have a joint account, we put our monies there, and then I run off with yours. I will make you sad. I am a thief. I am looking over your fence and I am figuring that, okay, I like the car that you have. Yes, you have worked hard, whether you got the car from your company, whether you got it through the bank, whether you have saved your money and bought it cash. I don't know. But I look and I am envious. I am jealous of you in a cruel way. I am not happy for you. It's not like I'm saying, okay, John has bought a car, he has worked hard. No, I am saying, oh, I want one of those, even though I cannot afford it. And what do? I put myself in debt. Now, you're asking me to be in a relationship with you, to get married to you, but the only thing that I am withholding from you is my body. One person quoted to me, a scripture that says, oh, every other sin that is committed is outside of the body. But the sin of fornication, that is in my body. I don't know how the man would put it, so he would be helping me to commit the sin inside my body. So by extension, he is sinning too. It is morally incorrect, non-acceptable. But is this really true? Is fornication really morally unacceptable, or is it a church rule? What is it? Are we stepping outside of the guide that we were given? Are we running with our own interpretation of fornication? What is different between the sex act before I say, okay, I do, and the sex act after, I say I do? We are in a relationship, and as far as I know, in my mind, this is a union. So, what is the big deal? In my mind, when this principle was laid down, do not commit fornication, it was because of the hurt that can result from persons being in a relationship, not committed to each other. And then parties have to choose different paths. Now I get upset, I am hurt because I am saying, oh, we had sex and you should not leave because we have had sex. What about the marriages that have too much sex and persons are leaving for any of many reasons? Do not tell me about I am sinning because fornication. In my mind, tell me what is morally wrong outside of the fact that persons can decide that they no longer want the relationship. And I would say to you that even in marriage, people put away their wives or husbands. So what is the basis? You're going to draw to Corinthians and Paul and to say it is better to marry than to burn. All right, fine, clearly. Paul had his reason, whatever the culture was at those times. But to burn, did it really mean to commit fornication? I don't know. Did marriage in those days mean you go before some persons to make some vows? I have read many instances where, the male would take the female into his mother's house and make her his wife. How? Did they go in and have sex? Was that the making of a wife at that time? To take this person into his mother's house and make her his wife? This need to be, given thought to. So let us stop, telling people, oh, you have to marry before you come to my church. I can't baptize you because you're still living in a common law relationship. I don't know. We need to be careful here. I am not preaching to anyone. I am stating my opinion. And I am saying that I have no problem with persons in a relationship having sex. Then I would ask you, the prostitutes, that's their job. Which one of the sin are they committing? Fornication? Because I have known persons who are in the sex trade, and when I have conversation, it's not about an enjoyment, it's a job. They're working. The females that I have spoken with, they see using the vagina to work, an honest income, is no different from using the hands at a typewriter or at a computer. I have no opinion on the matter. It's what you make of it. I know my Christian fraternity, my Christian group, my church group is going to come down heavily on me for this one. But it is okay. It is okay. I am just stating my opinion here. I believe that sex should be between or among consenting adults. You know what you are getting into. You know the pain of hurt. Think well. Choose partners wisely. understand the relationship that you're entering into. Is it for long term? Is it a committed relationship, or we just enjoying each other? What is it? My friends, what are your thoughts on the matter? And listen, forget, the Bible, because there are many religious books out there. And if you're going to quote a scripture to me, be prepared to explain it to me. Is it morally or legally wrong? Don't tell me it is a sin, and this is a sin, and that is a sin. Whatever you are going to quote to me, you have to tell me and explain to me whether it is, an immoral act, the sex act, sexual intercourse between unmarried persons. Is it immoral, an act? Is it a criminal act? What is it? So you have stayed with me this far, and I thank you. I thank you very much. Yes, my name is June. I am in Jamaica. Give me your comments. Please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, watch whatever videos interest you. Not all of them will, probably interest you, but I am sure you can find some that are really educational, and you will be blessed.